My AI just changed. It just buzzed the front gate. Thank God you came. How many more days could I wait? I made plans with you, and I won't let them fall through. I think I lie for you. I think I die for you. Jealousy cry for you. Do things when you want me to. Like controller. Yeah, like controller. Yeah. Okay, you like it when I get aggressive. Tell you to go slower, go faster. Like controller. Yeah, like controller. Yeah. And I'm never on a wasting shawty. I do it how you say you want it. Them girls, they just wanna take my money. They don't want me to give you nothing. They don't want you to have nothing. They don't wanna see me find your love. They don't wanna see me smiling back when they knowing I lie for you. Thinking I die for you. Jealousy cry for you. Do things when you want me to. Like controller. Yeah, like controller. Yeah. But you can't just diss and come tell man sorry. You can't listen to me talk and go tell my story. It don't work like that when you love somebody. My old flex is my new flex now, and we're working on it. And that's why I need all the energy that you bring to me. My last girl would tear me apart, but she never wanna split a thing with me. But when it comes to you, I think I lie for you.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Joanne. I make fitness and lifestyle kind of content. I hope you guys can see me because clearly I'm outside. There's a lot of noise, so I hope the bikes passing are not louder than I am speaking. Anyway, so you guys already saw my morning workout, so I thought I was going for a meeting. If you watch my vlogs, you already know Thursday I always have 2 meetings, but I got to the meeting and apparently it was cancelled, so I had to, luckily I also had another meeting, so I had to just like call the person I was meeting here where I currently am, and it's closed and I have to wait for people. Anyway, so I had to call them and ask them, can we meet like at 11? We were supposed to initially meet at 12, and they said okay. So I am here waiting for him to arrive. The building is closed. We're doing a survey or just taking some measurements for this building. They have a deck upstairs that on the rooftop that we need to do some demolition works and then measure the waterproofing that needs to be done and come up with like a cost estimate. So that is what I'm doing, or I am waiting for. The sun is extremely hot. I was hoping the building would be open because the deck is pretty beautiful. It's really nice up there. I think I'll get to show you guys when the building is opened. Anyway, so after that, what am I doing? I'm thinking I should go to town to check on some skincare or do some shopping. I don't know, because it's quite early. I was so frustrated that I did not realize that there was no meeting today, because I would have, I don't know, done something with my morning, considering I woke up pretty early. I did my reading and my journaling and stuff. Actually, I should put you guys on what, because I've become a person who journals like every morning. Maybe I should start sharing. I actually will. Once we get home, I will try and share with you guys the things that I've been journaling, or the things I journaled on today. Okay, the soldier is here. I think she's about to ask me what I'm doing. I feel like I'm starting to look like a questionable person because I'm just standing somewhere in this building and receiving calls and things. But I think I saw the car of the person I am meeting, so I'm really hoping that it's them so I stop looking strange. Literally, I walked to the basement. I'm just trying to walk places where people can't see me, but I think they can hear me.
Hello? Hey. Yeah, I know. I've been meaning to call, but there's just something I gotta tell you that.
Hate the way I love you, but you're so sweet. Rewind. I haven't seen you in a long time. You got me feeling so lonely. Even when you come through, I can tell that it isn't you. So baby, bring it in closely. Hate the way I love you, but you're so sweet. I always find a way to say the wrong things. I wish that we.
So, guys, I am back home. I've been back home for a minute. I actually just got off a meeting. I have so much to do this few weeks of November and I think first week of December because everyone is just trying to get paid and we have accounts to close and whatnot, and it's a lot. And as if that's not enough, I should work tonight, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill. I'm on ChatGPT. I've taken photos of my bedroom and I've asked ChatGPT how should I decorate my bedroom. So that is what I want to chat with it. I don't know whether to call it it or him or whatever. That's what we're gonna be doing, I think, tonight. And then I'll wake up early in the morning and work tomorrow. So yeah, first of all, can we have an applause for this top? Honestly, I really feel like this top is it's so freaking cute. It's so sexy, and like I like how I look. I like how it feels. It's a Zara top that I got from I think Twice Gold. Anyway, I went to town and I got two things I'm not sure I was supposed to buy. I don't know. I've become kind of shopaholic or so, of some sort because tell me why I got two additional bodysuits. Mind you, I was going to town, or my intention for going to get bodysuits was to get something I can, wear to work. Because I've just realized I'm more of a either jeans or palazzo pants, or just, pants and top kind of a girl. And I was just like, let me get more bodysuits. I went to get bodysuits, but let me show you guys. Luckily, only two of them like were interesting enough or made me feel, you know, good. First of all, I got a green bodysuit. I'm not a colorful person and I'm not sure. I know I'm wearing green, but this is dark green. This is very bright. I'm not the kind of person to wear bright colors and I don't feel like green is my color, especially this green. But I think this is gonna work as a weekend or going out top. Actually, both of them are quite literally going out tops because this black one is scandalous. This one it has an open back. It's a bodysuit, if I'm not mentioned. Same place I got the other two. If you watched my previous vlog, it was for 50 shillings. It's cute. I think I like it because it's a halter neck. So I've also been trying to discover how to dress for my body, and one of the suggestions for tops to buy was a halter neck. I was doing my research. They basically said try to avoid very thin straps. So even when I was getting my bodysuit, I was like, oh, that one has thin straps. No. So somehow if you have broad shoulders, kind of like revealing them, wearing off shoulder, strapless, whatever, somehow just makes them look better or something of the sort. Anyway, A halter neck top was one of them that they suggested one should get, so I got me one, and in green. Guys, this other top is scandalous. I wish I could wear it and show you guys, but it's a pretty little thing top. I'm not a fan of this fabric, but it will do. It's an off shoulder with a, if I get to wear it, I'm going to insert a photo, but they first need to be washed. So they have these two tiny pieces of fabric that are supposed to cover my boobies. I think I'm gonna need duct tape or some sort of tape just to be taping my boobs, because it's literally like barely covering. So like this part just covers, you know, one tiny part of the boob, and then this other part, and then it's gonna be open around here. So yeah, this is obviously for going out, and I feel it's gonna look good with a pair of pants or even a pair of jeans. So the problem is, where am I wearing it to? I don't even go out, but I'll find a place. So yeah, so those are the two things I got. So now, I told you guys I've been journaling a lot lately. So I think I'm just gonna go sit on the couch and bring you guys closer, get my notebook, and maybe tell you guys about what I journaled about today. Ooh. Okay guys, let me now take you through what I was journaling about. I think I'll just start from yesterday so that we have like a bit of context. If this becomes like a regular thing, I will try to post it on my Instagram or TikTok, and then maybe you guys can go follow there and you can, I don't know, journal with me. But anyway, so just for context, yesterday we were doing Genesis 40. It follows the story of Joseph. So yesterday, what was happening in verse 40, there are these prisoners who are brought under the custody of Joseph, and the Bible basically says he served them so that they were in custody for a while. So Joseph is a prisoner. He was taken there because the wife of Potiphar decided to accuse him of trying to sleep with her, and he was thrown into prison. But the interesting thing is that the the Potiphar, the one whose wife was complaining about Joseph, ended up putting Joseph in a leadership role when he was in prison. Anyway, so what stood out for me there yesterday was the fact that Joseph is in prison, but he chooses to serve people. I wrote down what spaces have I been put in to serve in the first place, and then how do I serve in the spaces I have been put in. So I wrote all that down. Then today, and you can go ahead and write that down as well, what spaces you've been put in to serve, and how can you then now serve in these spaces. So today, Genesis 41 was all about applying wisdom, or this is what I interpreted it as, or my brain, this is what it went to. So yeah, today's reading was about applying wisdom in these spaces that you have been already placed in. So what inspired me or made me think like this? My mind is wild. Um, Genesis 41, basically, Joseph has this gift of interpreting dreams, and when he's called to Pharaoh to interpret a dream that he had, he not only interprets the dream, but he applies wisdom and gives Pharaoh a solution to the problem that this dream was prophesying. So basically, Egypt was going to have 7 years of bountiful harvest, and then it was going to have 7 terrible years of drought and lack of food and whatnot, and the drought was going to be everywhere. So Joseph basically advised Pharaoh that these 7 years of abundance, let us make sure our storehouses are full so that when the drought comes, we are actually prepared. And Pharaoh saw that, wise, and he made him leader. Actually, he literally made him like head of everything, that he was second to Pharaoh. So yeah, so now that took me to the rabbit hole of, you have already been given these spaces to serve, but how do you then apply wisdom so that you're not just, getting up, I don't know, like you're offering solutions in these places you have been allowed to, you have been given to serving. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so I think the first question I ask myself is, where do we get the wisdom? As somebody who reads the Bible, we know in the book of James, it says, if you need wisdom, you ask God. So that is point number one. Then I also observe that Joseph was in, like, between the time he was sold to Egypt as a slave up to now, when his leadership was, like, he's been put in a proper leadership role. He was already in a leadership role, then thrown to prison, still a leader. But basically, those 13 years of him for learning and him just being molded. So from commentary, we already know that Joseph was, when he was younger to his brothers, he was a, yappy yappy mouth kind of person. So now we can see that he's like grown and matured, and he's less about being exalted and or being, wanting all that attention, and more about serving people. In my head, the 13 years was the fact that this was a period for Joseph to also like learn and mature and grow. So it also takes time. Like, you don't just become the wisest one in the room. You go through life experiences. Anyway, after that, Pharaoh was very impressed. So I'll read verse 37 to 38, and it says, so the advice was good in the eyes of Pharaoh and in the eyes of all his servants. And Pharaoh said to his servants, can we find such a one as this man, in whom is the Spirit of God? Then Pharaoh said to Joseph, inasmuch as God has shown you all this, there is no one as discerning and wise as you. Anyway, so this part of, can we find such a one as this, a man in whom is the Spirit of God? So went down another rabbit hole of journaling, and now I'm asking the questions of, when people look at me, do they see the Spirit of God? And of course, for me, the answer was no. So I wrote, why do you think that is? What traits do I have that don't align with the Spirit of God? So you go ahead and write them down. And it's one thing to know them, but now you have to start working on them. And of course, number one thing, if you're a Christian like me, is to pray to God to help you. Is to pray to God to help you in your points of weaknesses. Then now that you know them, you need to learn to catch yourself, or to literally catch yourself when you find yourself heading in that direction, and you stop yourself before you make this, I don't know whether to call it a seed or this thing, before you make it grow into such a big thing. Like, cap it now when it's so small, instead of waiting for it to grow into a mega thing. So yeah, I don't know if that was helpful, but that was my rabbit hole of journaling today. I don't know what tomorrow is gonna be like. I'll share with you guys if it's gonna be interesting. Like, it's not every single day when you read the Bible that you have, something to journal about. Sometimes you just read, you comprehend what you comprehend, and there's literally nothing to write about. But yeah, that has been my morning lately, because I've also been, my body clock these days like literally wakes me up at around 4:30 and 5. So yeah, that time I just get my Bible, I read it, I journal, and I feel like it's really helping me. It feels like therapy, and I feel like I might need a therapy session before the year ends, just cause there are certain, like, I don't know what to call them, beliefs, or I don't know. Like, lately I've been feeling so unbothered. Anyway, So yeah, that's it about what I've been journaling about. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think right now I'm just gonna go take a shower, get back to ChatGPT so that we can vibe and hang and figure out the design for my bedroom, which I have no clue when I'm ever gonna do it. Maybe I'll do it this year, I do not know. If I get paid, we might start with the living room. I'm thinking of getting a new rug or a new carpet, and I'm thinking of, you guys already know, you've seen, I've been saying I'll get artwork for, I think, since last year, and I still haven't done a thing about this wall. So we might actually do that sometime in December, I think. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Hello guys. Obviously it's the next day. You guys already seeing me work out. I think it's around 1:30. So I want to make lunch because I've run out of my meal prep and we have to have something to eat. Guys, this is what I'm eating. I'm literally gonna have Indomie and eggs, and the reason for that is, one, I don't feel like cooking right now, so this is an easy quick meal, not healthy at all, but also I have a dinner in the evening, and I think I need to leave the house around 5 so that I can get there by around 6. So anyway, I don't want to cook because I'm not here tonight, so maybe I'll cook tomorrow. We'll see about that. So I want to first make kombucha because I've run out. I have my sugar, I have my tea leaves. So I don't even, maybe I do, I don't know what size my blender jugs are. But anyway, this I know is 1 liter. So I'm just gonna add 1 liter of water here. One liter and some change. Like, I don't think it hurts to go a bit overboard. And then I'm gonna do seven tablespoons of sugar. 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of black tea. Honestly, I'm running out of both sugar and this, so when I do shopping for next month, I think I need to restock on that. So I'm just gonna boil this. Basically, I just let it boil and then I let it cool down and then I put it in the jar. Let me show you guys. This is my jar that has my SCOBY. My friend gave me this SCOBY, and this thing usually grows. So if you have someone you can borrow, and I've also seen people usually sell it. So yeah, it's something you can easily get. So this is a thing that turns this tea into a kombucha. So I'll let it sit for 5 days or something, 4 or 5 days. usually just works perfectly for me. Then now we're gonna make lunch. Like, I'd like to think that you all know how to make Indomie, so I don't think I need to show you all that. And I'm not doing it in any special way. I've seen people get creative with it and add onions and tomatoes and things, but no, I'm just doing a lazy boiled Indomie, having it with a side of eggs, and I think also an avocado. So I'm just gonna eat actually just 2 eggs. I think we're gonna have Indian food at this dinner. And Indian food can be interesting, but I can't wait. I have missed naan, my lord. I really have missed naan, and I don't know how to make naan. I need to convince my friend to come make naan with me one of these days, just so that I can have some, because naan is like really, really tasty. And I don't know if they sell frozen naan in the supermarket, but I've seen Soko have come up with like packed chapatis, not frozen ones, like the ones that you just now need to put in the pan, add oil, and they become chapatis. I've seen them do that, so I don't know if there is such naan. I'll actually check the next time I'm in the supermarket. I'll literally check. I guess this is the downside of having a burner. Yes, I have an oven, but it's not connected because my burner is uses gas, so the gas is connected to the burner, yada yada yada. So yeah, I don't get to. I only get to use my cooker to bake, and the burner came with the house. It's not like I bought it as an addition. It came with the house. Like, yo, I'll show you guys the end product. Like, I don't see a reason why I need to show you this boring ass process. So I'll show you guys the end product, and obviously it's nothing, fancy. It's just Indomie. God. Yeah, so guys, this is the ugliest reveal you all are waiting for. Just basic white food with a side of green avocado. I know it's not exactly a healthy meal, and I know I'm like psyching myself up for this dinner, but it's being hosted by Indians. And those people like spicy food. I just thought in my head, what if they order everything spicy and then I'm not able to eat? And I'll be there hungry all by myself. Oh my lord. Anyway, so I think I'm just gonna have this. I've seen it's like 12:40, 12:45, not 12, 1:45. So I think I'm gonna have this and start getting ready. I know I plan on leaving at 5. I could very easily, like, because I already know what I'm gonna wear. I'm just wearing jeans and a top. I could just very easily start getting ready at 4 so that I have 1 hour and leave at 5. But I think I'll eat, get ready, and then whatever time I have between finishing getting ready and 5 o'clock, I can get something done, and then I won't have to rush. So yeah, let's get to eating this food as we watch something. I don't know what we're gonna watch. I think we're gonna watch a YouTube vlog. So guys, this is what I am wearing. I'm just wearing a black bodysuit and these jeans, and I've put a belt on. I'm just gonna wear sneakers. It's a work dinner. There's no dress code, so I chose to just be casual. I don't know whether I'm gonna be able to film because again, it's a work dinner. These are people you work with. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to film around them. Plus, it's going to be quite a number of people, so there is that. So, it's 4:30 right now.
Maps is telling me that it will take me about 40 minutes to get there. So I don't know whether to leave now at 4:30. I don't want to be too early. But then again, traffic is very unpredictable and I also don't want to be too late, but I guess you're better off being a bit late rather than early, and then you're gonna have to go there and wait for people. And low key, right now, my social battery is already like drained. Mind you, I kind of haven't talked to anyone today. I don't know. I'm tired, guys. I'm already tired. Like, and I don't know how many hours of the night to interact with human beings. Oh my god, being an introvert is hard sometimes. Anyway, it's a good networking opportunity, I think. So I need to suck it up and go be on my best A game. And I really hope it's going to be a fun night. At least it's people I know, but at the same time, I don't know what kind of stories you're gonna be, you know, what stories you're gonna be sharing, considering we don't talk about personal information. So yeah, so I'm just thinking it's going to be more of like networking more than a social like fun event. But anyway, we'll see when we get there. I think I'm just gonna take a few more minutes, like wait for 4:45, and then that's when I'll leave. So guys, let's hit on the road. If I manage to film, well and good. If I don't, I'll see you and update you guys when I get home.
I've arrived, guys. I am 30 minutes early, so I think I'm just gonna go inside. Maybe I'll get some footage. So I actually came to this place this year and I could not remember where this place was, so I had to use maps the whole time. There was no traffic, like there was barely any traffic, like if you're heading towards town, but I branched off at Forest Road, so maybe there's always traffic getting into town. But the people who are heading to Thika, they are like stuck in mud as traffic. I low-key feel like in a couple years time, or even now, we're gonna need an expressway. I don't know. For Thika Road is one thing, but the traffic on Thika Road is becoming a bit too crazy. I don't know. We might need an expressway or something in a few years time. Anyway, I don't seem to see any car that I know of, but I know one of my colleagues is here, so let me go inside and maybe we can start chatting. Oh my god, I hope people are not gonna be late, because now the fact that my social battery is already low and I have to now sit and wait for human beings to arrive, crazy. Anyway, let's go inside.
Everything I desire, I go receive my rhythm, flow like a river. If you get sour, come on, go sit down. I go just para, come on, my jigger. I go just follow my lead. I'm feeling vibes on vibes. I'm kicking dynamite. After your candle light, you know I'm just that type. No, nothing kill my vibe. Nothing kill my vibe. You nothing kill, you nothing kill, you nothing kill my vibe.
I am back home, guys. I am tired, and this is not even peak tired. It got to 10 p.m. and I was just like, oh my god, I'm going to fall asleep. So I just had, actually, when we were there, I had like one drink, and because I have barely drunk this year, I feel like I think I've only drunk twice this year, and it was not like drinking, you know, the drinking where you get drunk. It was just like kidogo alcohol. Hey, so now when I try drinking, alcohol bebas me so fast, man. So yeah, I just saw one bottle and I was like, okay, I'm getting tipsy. So I texted my friend and I was like, are you still in town? Just in case I get drunk, you just be on standby. Anyway, I I've managed to drive myself back home, so I started just taking more water. So I got time to like let them, let the alcohol come down. Anyway, so now I'm not tipsy or anything of the sort. I am just tired and sleepy, and I feel like an old person. I don't think I am built for the nightlife anymore because 10 p.m. just gets here and this girl is already sleeping. Anyway, so we got some goodies. It was a good event. I got to interact with people. Yeah, it was nice. And this is what they gave us. I think I have chocolates, biscuits, more biscuits, shortbread biscuits. I hope you guys can see this. There's a bottle of wine and there's some cashew nuts. Yeah, that's about it. So, early Christmas present. I'm a happy girl. So the food was amazing. Like, I have eaten so much meat, so much, because the starters were all meat, or yeah, we had chicken bites, we had fish bites, and we had like ribs, some nyama choma ribs, and they were so good. Anyway guys, I think I'm gonna end this video here. I feel like I have yapped a lot in this vlog, but I hope that you've enjoyed it. I will see you guys on the next one. Just make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, share with a friend, and do all those things.